Okay, for our material balance example, we're going to start off real conceptual. So we don't have to worry about too much math in this problem, but we're just focusing on what does it mean to do a material balance problem. Okay, so in an average week, the consumers, which is some generic name for some family, purchase and bring into their house approximately 50 kilograms of goods. So that goods could take the form of food, clothes, puppy toys, whatever you're purchasing and bringing into your home every week. Of this amount, 50% is consumed as food. The consumers recycle 25% of the solid waste that's generated, and approximately 1 kilogram accumulates into the house. Estimate the amount of solid waste they place at the curb each week. So basically, the amount of solid waste or the mass of the solid waste that's not recycled. That's how much goes to the landfill. Okay, so always a good first step for these types of problems is to draw a picture. So we've got, here's our little house. We're bringing in consumer goods. So this is where the 50 kilograms comes into the house. Some of that is accumulated. We're told 1 kilogram is accumulated. So we've got 1 kilogram staying inside the house each week. And we're told 50% is consumed as food. And then that's going to power our cells and then leave the house as waste. So that we'll treat that as an output. So if we've got 50 kilograms total coming in and 50% is consumed as food, then we know 25 kilograms is leaving as food. Okay, so that's 50 kilograms times 0.5. That's how I got that number. Okay, and then everything else is leaving as solid waste. So here's our unknown. We're told this in the problem, we're told this in the problem. We pretty easily solved for this given what was given to us in the problem. And so this is what we have to solve for. Okay, so we've got our picture of our control volume, which is the house. And now we can write our material balance governing equation that accumulation is equal to input minus output plus or minus transformations. Okay, so in this problem, since we're writing food to people as an output, that means that we don't actually have any transformations, right? So the house isn't taking any of this 50 kilograms and transforming it to more house or anything like that. So we don't have any transformations. All we have is accumulations, inputs, and outputs. Okay, so let's get into this a little bit more. So we've got 1 kilogram accumulating. Our input is the 50 kilograms. Now we've got one output, that's food. And then we have another output that is the solid waste. Okay. So this is accumulation. This is input. This is food, what's leaving as food. And then this is our unknown that we're solving for. Okay, so all we have to do is rearrange this. So the amount of solid waste is equal to 1 kilogram. Oh, excuse me. Rookie mistake. It's equal to 50 kilograms minus 25 kilograms minus 1 kilogram. Okay, so all I did was bring the solid waste over to this side and the accumulation over to this side. Okay, so that tells us that our solid waste is 24 kilograms. Okay, so this is the total amount of waste generated each week. But now we also know that 25% of this solid waste is recycled. Okay, so our total amount of solid waste equals the recycled piece plus the landfill piece, right? So that means the landfill amount is equal to the total solid waste minus that fraction of solid waste that's recycled. Right, so when I say landfill, I'm talking about the amount of solid waste that's placed at the curb each week. Okay, so that's the same thing. Okay, so we know solid waste is 24 kilograms. And we know the amount of that solid waste that's recycled is 25%. So the amount recycled is going to be 0.25 times 24 kilograms. All right. So this is just splitting up the total solid waste into the amount that's recycled plus the amount that goes to the landfill. All right, so what that means is the amount that's going to the landfill equals 18 kilograms. Okay, this is our final answer. All right, so in this problem, the consumers bring in 50 kilograms of goods. Of that 50 kilograms, 18 kilograms goes to the landfill. Right? Remember, everything has to go somewhere.